let me show you what we created on a very limited budget. This is a Titan pack opening here that we're going to show.
I love that there's
damn,
music.
I want to see that again. I need to open another pack.
Yeah.
I need to smoke a pack of cigarettes now while I'm opening these packs.
I opened over 30 shatter packs, so so I will be hooked.
Yeah, well, and I mean, they have their little animation. The top tears off and the cards go. We want these, you know, when we talked about this, like these are heroes in this pack. They need to be punching their way out, and this thing needs to explode. And really happy with what the animator came up with, and we want for every pack for people to feel that thrill, right? That's what you're buying. You know, yes, you're buying collectibles, but you're also buying an experience.
Yes.
And our goal has been for this whole experience to just thrill the community, and we hope they're not disappointed when they open packs on Saturday.
Yeah, and now that we're into the opening packs, how will the sale work?
So there will be a 1 hour pre-sale for those that want to purchase with wax specifically. In fact, nobody's done this yet. You know, the sales that have happened have either been Ethereum based sales, fiat sales, you know, depending what platform you're using. And we're the first one that I'm aware of that are selling packs directly for wax on atomichub.io. This is an atomic asset, and on heroes.market. So at 12 noon Eastern time on Saturday the 8th, both sites will list packs. Heroes.market will have single packs, both Titans and Heroes, so you'll have to buy one at a time. And Jonah at Atomic Hub is actually building code on top of Atomic that will just, you'll see Titan and Hero packs, and you'll be able to select how many packs you want to put into your cart. So they'll be treating those as fungible when you purchase them, I believe. And we're going to limit it so somebody can't just grab 100, you know, Titan packs at once. You'll have, you know, we're talking about maybe 10 Titans and 25 Heroes maximum at one time. But if you're a whale, it just means you have to click 10, buy, sign the contract, and, you know, and then do it again, right? So it's going to slow the sale a little bit to give everybody a chance to get packs. We don't want anybody to come into our Telegram and go, I couldn't get any.
Yeah.
You know,
now if they sell more robust, exactly. It's a more robust community that way. It's like, you know, and here's the thing, as Joel mentioned, like GPK has that robust sort of, you know, nostalgic sort of feel to it. And Shatner's got his Trekkie fans and stuff. But a lot of those fans who were trying to log in and get cards, they walked away very upset because they didn't get any, just because, you know, the way that the system was set up, and the whales would come in and say snag, snag, snag. So we've done as much, you know, thinking around making that stuff fair as possible, so much so that, you know, the very first pack that gets opened within a set of collectibles normally will have the first mint of each and every sort of card that's in that. You open it up, each one's a number one mint. Well, we said, how can we avoid that? Because, you know, we don't want a couple people to open up cards and get all the number ones. We want everybody, or at least, you know, as many people as possible to feel the joy of having a number one mint. And so one of the things we're also doing is we're taking those number ones, we're minting each one of our base cards, and we're minting those first 50 cards. And the first like 50 wallets who buy packs are going to get one of those randomly dropped to them on launch day. That way we're doing everything fair. Our whole thing is, how do we add as much excitement and fun for our fans? How do we make it as fair as possible? How do we make it as enjoyable as possible? And how do we use digital scarcity to make the secondary market as valuable as possible for these people who are collecting these early on? That way there's value in the ecosystem. And so that's where we put a lot of thought in. And Joel's sons put a lot of thought into the game theory, and we've done a lot of thought in the digital scarcity, and we've looked at what's worked, and we've looked at what's not worked, and we think that we put together the culmination of everything that, based on what we know now, this is probably the best approach, because we've spent so much time thinking about it. At least it's the best approach for us and for our community. This is what we're going to do. and will evolve as the industry evolves.
So if we base wax price today, how much wax will it be for a small pack and a big pack?
Well, wax is
5
what,
cents.
5 cents?
Yeah. So about 100, right?
Yeah, so 100 wax because 100 wax is $5, right? And then figure 500 for a Titan pack.
Yeah.
Right. And so when you go to atomichub.io to buy, you'll see both, the price is $4.99 and $24.99. We're going to get it as close as possible, right? Because if wax moves, we can't control the market. But so it might end up being $4.95. It might end up being $5.05 for a pack, depending on the price of wax. So yeah.
Yeah, and I mean that's all the crypto folks are used to that, so it's nothing weird.
And there's a second part to your question that I didn't get to. So that's the pre-sale. That'll happen at noon Eastern on Saturday, and we anticipate that the pre-sale they're not going to last very long, right? Based on what we're seeing right now. But then at 1 o'clock Eastern, so there'll be a certain amount they'll sell out before the hour's over. But then at 1 o'clock you'll go to bcheroes.com. Now, Wax is actually the Wax Labs funded this project. We won, a contract from them basically with our proposal. And so their team is doing the whole back end. We're handling the product, marketing, and all of that, but they're bringing the code to it. And in the past, they've used Stripe to process, and they've had some problems with that, and a lot of people have had problems with it. So right now they're talking to MoonPay, and we're still trying to finalize this. The goal is for people to go to bcheroes.com and buy wax with their credit card, right? So that's how MoonPay works. You buy crypto with your credit card, and then you can buy the packs. So it's supposed to be transparent and work pretty seamless, but there's some issues at the moment. Hopefully it's all resolved. Our fallback is this: if for some reason there are issues with being able to purchase with a credit card on the bcheroes.com site for the second session of the sale, then we will send those packs to the smart contract for Atomic Hub and Heroes.market and do the remainder of the sale there, one way or another. So we're recommending this. If you intend to buy, you never know with the credit card system if everything is going to work as it's supposed to, both from the issues that they had with Stripe and issues that there might be with MoonPay. We don't know. So we recommend that if you want to buy packs, you stack your wallet with wax. Okay. Yeah. That's the final word. Get wax. Go to an exchange if you need to. Bittrex, KuCoin, go to coingecko.com, type in WaxP, and then click markets, and you'll see all of the places that you can trade for wax with USDT, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, whatever it takes. Put it in your Wax Cloud wallet so you will be ready for the sale.
Yeah, and on this YouTube channel, I have tutorials for the exchanges for how you can buy wax.
So there you go.
That's great. This is so hilarious to me because he's like, you never know, the credit card system is probably not going to work.
No.
Well, I'm setting expectations.
No, it's just so true.
Yeah.
Like here we are. It's like, no, you got to use the cryptos because the traditional banking finance system is shit, and it's not going to work here.
Yeah, but my credit card got banned from the Tiger King sale. I got the text message from my bank saying that they terminated my card.
I think the assumption that let's just go on the assumption that the whole sale is going to be in wax, but if the wax team can make this work, I mean, we don't want people coming to us and bitching because I wanted to buy with a credit card. Sorry, like we are not responsible for that side of it. We're just making a kick-ass product for you guys, and we're counting on the system to work. So get wax.
Yeah, and if you're in the US, I guess you need to find a good exchange for it. But
Bittrex and KuCoin are where, and if you're super hairy like me, you can get waxed. Although that's painful. So
dude, that sounds like a great marketing scheme right there. Get wax.
Get waxed.
It could be, depending on which wax it is. But crypto local is also a way to buy from community members with PayPal and things like that. They usually add a 1, 2, or 3% on top, but it's easy way to get it at least.
Yeah.
Right. And that's certainly an option. If you were like, we're talking to the wax team regularly now, and they're talking to MoonPay to make things work. And I'm like, you know what? I have a seasoned PayPal account if we need to, use that instead. But I'm just going to go with wax as the fallback. Get wax, guys. I cannot iterate this enough. Get wax.
Yeah. A buddy of mine was like, dude, how do I get wax? Like, he's not in crypto at all, but he's got an MBA in finance. And he was over here this week. And I think I finally got through to him about why blockchain is so, he's like, oh my, I saw the light click on. He's like, whoa. So I was telling him about the, decentralized autonomous organizations that are, businesses that don't have employees, and telling him about, some of these other things. And he was like, whoa. He's like, whoa. And then he's like, well, you're doing this on wax. He goes, I want to get some wax. And I was like, well, dude, here's the process. Go on Bittrex, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, man. And I was like, tell you what, just give me $25. I'll send you $25 worth of wax. Just get your wax set up. Let's make it easy for you, man.
Yeah, and I have tutorials for how to set up your wax account, how to set up a cold storage if you have a lot of wax, how to buy wax, how to deposit, withdraw, everything. So just head over and get it done.
Can you put wax on your ledger?
Yes.
Nice.
There you go.
You use the EOS app because the private keys are the same format, so they work.
Perfect.
So yeah, the ledger works fine.